In this video, we will talk about aimlessness together. I will explain aimlessness with a very simple example at first, at the very beginning. In 2020, an airline company, Qantas Airways in Australia, announces a flight. It says our plane will take off from the airport it is at, it will fly, fly, and fly. It will land back at that same airport. It said we are not going anywhere. Moreover, it said that each plane ticket cost 3,800 Australian dollars. Normally, if something like this happened, for example, and asked for 3,800 Australian dollars, wouldn't people say, "Are you crazy?" All 134 tickets for this flight sold out in 10 minutes. People boarded a plane that would take off from the airport they were at and return to the same airport. Of course, the route this plane was taking wasn't a route that is normally traveled much. It would occasionally descend to show the reefs and such, the sea view around Australia. I mean, just get on a helicopter or something, fly around with a drone, I don't know, look at it from above with a drone. Get on a hot air balloon, make something up. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, why do people value things even when the purpose isn't exactly what you want? You do it too. Sometimes you end up incredibly aimless. In certain periods of your life, especially after the university, a sense of aimlessness begins in your first or second year of university. You fall into a void. A sense of aimlessness starts around the age of 13 or 14. And if you've graduated and haven't found a job, a sense of aimlessness begins. I also see this a lot in my own students. University ends. Should I do a master's degree, go to the military, go abroad, or stay at school and pursue an academic path? Career. All of this is aimlessness because you don't have a purpose. You are not defining what purpose is. What is purpose for you? Could you pause the video here and write it down below? Let me tell you. What we call a purpose is the thing in life for which you throw away the valuable days and years of your life. And for a purpose, I'm not joking. At least 10 years go by. You pay 10 years for a good purpose. Oh, you're exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. What is your purpose? Is your purpose to be someone who is recognized, respected, and loved? Is your purpose that it doesn't matter if no one respects me as long as I get rich, steal, cheat, and find my way through corruption anyway? Or is it, who cares? That is also a purpose. Not in 10 years, but even in 20 years, you can reach this place. Rest assured. What is your purpose? Is it to not get involved in anything, to live my own life without getting burned or smelling, just minding my own business? Is your purpose to be the good child whose head is patted by their mother and father? These are all wrong. Yes, being the child your mother and father want is a wonderful thing. But if you have reached the age of 40 and your parents are not around, you will not be able to fulfill the requirements of the new era. Is there any problem with this before the age of 14, 15, or 18? If your purpose is to make your loved one happy, that is also wrong. You must be happy. It's not a trade of you for them for you. If your goal is to make a lot of money, you have to do something for it. This isn't a lottery. If your goal is to make a lot of money, you must have a plan one step ahead. Making money. There are 3 ways to earn money. If you bring all 3 together, you will earn very good money. 1 is something like a steady salary. 2, something where you can sell your skills in the meantime, like giving foreign language lessons, where you can earn money by the hour. 3, investment. You know, things like gold, dollars, cryptocurrencies. Whoever brings these 3 together makes money, because all 3 are faucets filling up a pool. If all 3 of these faucets can be turned on, the pool fills up. It will fill up as long as you don't poke a hole in the bottom of the pool. This is also a goal. But if your goal is a formula like this, it's perfect. 40% love, 20% respect, being respected in a relationship, in life, 30% power. Power includes money and health, 10% optimism, positivity. If you can establish a formula like this, and if the numbers don't add up, I'll really have to rethink a lot of things, huh? Therefore, please have a purpose in life, but do not sell out your purpose. I've had many students like this. Sir, I have an idea. Yes, they come, I look at it, the idea is very good. We meet 2 years later. Sir, I sold that project, they say. And the project has gone to a very good place because they didn't believe in their own purpose, but someone else did. That's the problem, you know? Did someone else believe in your purpose more than you did? It's a pity, really. And another thing is purpose mongering. They take your purpose, turn it into a dream, and sugarcoat it a little more. I mean, think of it like taking dough and making a donut out of it, and they sell it to you. You say, well, I just want a small plot of land, maybe plant some tomatoes, that's enough. Your purpose is a field. But they say, bro, what if that land was by the seaside? You think, there's no need for that. What if we made it a bit bigger, huh? What if we put a house in it, a vineyard house, maybe 2 stories? Wouldn't a villa suit you, brother? Well, you say, maybe a little bit here and there. And while you're debating it, you suddenly find yourself paying off debt, exactly like what China does to countries around the world. Then, unable to pay that debt, you've handed that villa over to them. I'm sorry, but don't let your goals be turned into cancerous tissue by others. The only thing purpose merchants do is take that small purpose of yours and destroy it. There is also the opposite of this. Angel investors can come and support your purposes, goals, and dreams, but in the wrong hands, your purposes turn into a nightmare. And the last one regarding purpose. This part is somewhat important. Your purpose must absolutely, definitely have a roadmap because you have a goal. What is called your life's purpose must have a goal. Every person has a life purpose. I mean, why do you live? For my name, for my honor, for my dignity. Bro, when you don't have a roadmap, when you don't say to people, I will be here in a year, I will be here in 2 years, you never get off your butt. I always talk about subscribers and YouTube in the community tab. I always announce things. This year, this is coming. This year, that is coming. I will release a book. I will distribute it to you for free under these conditions. An English course is coming. Live lessons are coming. Do you know why I do it? So that I am forced to fulfill this purpose. So that I am forced to do what I promised, like it or not. That is my purpose in life. I make promises. As long as I and other people are happy, I am happy too. See you in the next video.